All right, everybody, and we are live. And oh boy, I do apologize. I've been rescheduling the stream and rescheduling the stream and rescheduling the stream, and I had some issues come up. Life got in the way a little bit, but we are here today, and now we are getting ready to. Well, what can I say? We're gonna do the review of the Chronicles of Talislanta. And the Chronicles of Talislanta usually starts off with it's this one, the way they've written it is it's one famous person from the world of Talislanta known as Tamerlane. And Tamerlane is from another realm. And he ended up somehow going through a magical portal and ended up in Talislanta. Tamerlane doesn't really say what Tamerlane has really who Tamerlane was, just said he was a wizard from another realm that ended up in Talislanta. So you can imagine he was probably a human wizard, and the only human that ever reached this realm at all. So we do start off with the introduction of a bit about who Tamerlane is, and then he talks about each and every species that he comes in contact with. He even he even finds out how to speak in Talislantan script. So yeah, I mean it's pretty good. So this book here is definitely a must buy. All it really does cover is all the different types, a lot of different types of species, their culture, how they behave, their rituals, stuff that they believe in, their religions, each and every different religions, and where they are in the region of the main continent of Talislanta. Now that's the main continent. There is like a bunch of different ones. Hold on one second, everybody. I do apologize. Sorry about that. We're currently moving. My office is currently being moved to another portion of the house, which I'm not going to disclose why. It's just I had to move my office to a different location. Um, so yeah, and I for some reason the reason why I moved it is kind of coming into fruition again, and it's like I'm trying to figure out why that is, but I do apologize for that. We're gonna continue this. So they do cover. Give me just a freaking second. I do apologize. Sorry about that, everybody. Probably a bad time to do a review. Oh, I didn't switch my page. All right, when we are back. Sorry, guys. Probably a bad time to do a review. Like I said, just kind of been moving. So, but I wanted to get this review done because this is actually one of the shortest reviews we're probably going to have because most of the book is covered by covering different types of species that Tamerlane comes in contact with. He draws some maps of some of the major monuments in Talislanta, and there's so much here. We're not going to go through any one particularly. Um, like I said, I will have the website, and you will be able to find this book under the first edition downloads for free. So yeah, this book is a must get, and I would say a must buy, but you can't buy it; it's out of print. But there is a website that does have them, um, so you can totally download them. There's also a Discord server. You can find all that through the website. So going through here, they talk about all the different types of regions and stuff and what species that they hold in each one, and even probably even a few of the monsters are in here. And then that's pretty much the entire book. They do get to a section where they talk about the unknown lands. They talk about seas, rivers, and lakes that are important, and they do cover another brief history of Talislanta. A little bit more brief, not brief. there is a brief history in the main book, but this one is a little bit more in-depth history of Talislanta. Once my notes reload. Nothing but problems today. So they do talk about, they even talk about some of the other continents. Like there's other continents and there's other parts and locations in those continents as well. Mostly the world of Talislanta takes place in the and there's one main continent that it takes place in. So it does talk about that, and it does talk about some of the other continents and stuff like that, such as the Midnight Realm, Simbar, Temesia, and Alhambra. Um, I would recommend checking those out yourself. And then there is currently one, two, three, four, about 4 or 5 different seas, 7 different seas, and then one big, huge ocean. They do talk about frozen lakes. There's just a lot here. We can't even go through all that. And I mean, yeah. And then there is 3 or 4 pages devoted to the exact timeline of Talislanta that goes up to the present day. Like I said, this gives the GM and the players a bit more insight in the realm of Talislanta. There is a glossary of uses of terms and stuff like that with definitions. It's got its own unique, to me, it has its own unique language. So, yeah, this is definitely a must. I would say this is definitely a must get. More importantly, so, yeah. That's pretty much all that whole book is. I mean, that does cover the, like I said before, the one of the earliest things I did mention on is it was mostly covering the different types of species. Um, so, and then it covers timelines and different parts of the world, which it isn't very big. Or it is very big. There's like 4 continents, but the main one is the continent of I forgot what the continent of Talislanta was called. Because the realm itself is Talislanta. But that will be probably something covered more in the other first edition books as well, because I don't want to go too much into it, because there is another book that actually describes the flora and fauna of each region and what it actually holds. And it is very different from any flora or fauna that you would see likely on any other realm, such as Earth or any other realm, period, because we kind of make things after Earth. So everything here is completely alien to players and GMs if they don't know anything about Talislanta. I can't stress that enough. I stressed that in the overview in the last review, and I'm going to stress it again in this review. Everything is not anything that you can recognize. So I do recommend, if you are interested, checking it out. I will have the website posted in my description. I don't have much else for today. Like I said, this was going to be a very brief review. If I didn't have to put you guys on hold, probably be less than 10 minutes, but I had to put you guys on hold for a situation for a minute. But anyway, as I've stated before, due to the due to how this book is set up, really all they talk about is all the different species, which you can check out yourself. That's over like half the book or 3/4 of the book. Then it covers, the remaining quarter covers a little bit about the different seas and oceans, about the different lands, including the mainland, Timberland's introduction, which is at the beginning of the book, and then there's the appendix, of course, where you can find everything. And then yeah, that's just about it. And then I think I mentioned the timeline. So very very brief and everything. So definitely, if you're interested, I will have the link in my description. Go ahead and check it out, and check out the Chronicles of Talislanta, which tells stories of Talislanta, of each and every different types of species and region. So, all right, well, that's everything I have for today, everybody. I'd like to tell everyone to work hard as always, game hard, play hard, and game on, everybody. My famous Tabletop Junkie salute. I hope everyone has a great and wonderful day, and I will be looking forward to doing more of these reviews as we come along. So, have a great day, everybody.